Good morning to all the excellencies of the college, eminent teaching faculty. A roaring welcome to all vivacious participants. Really, it gives a immense pleasure, a thread of pleasure for me to invite the guests and dignitaries onto the dais on the behalf of the Department of Department of Economics on the eve of today's ICSSR National Seminar. First of all, a person who always instigates us is a man of human character and a navigator of flagmanship of knowledge. And sir, you always scintillating the support and academicians and administrators and knowledge development and standpoint is remarkable and admirable, sir. Really, your presence gives a overall decorum to this event. I invite submissively, I supplicate our honorable principal, Dr. Meka Ramesh Garu, to come and squat on the dais. A visionary, dynamic, and an exemplary leader who has traversed as an academician and research and administrator his strong vigor and impeccable integrity and strenuous efforts made him to reach to the stellar position today. May I now invite our Chief Academic Advisor, Siddhartha Academy of General and Technical Education, L. Mohan Rao Garu, onto the dais. Sir, kindly squat on the dais, sir. A skillful maneuver and his prowess needs no introduction. His exceptional standards of teaching, academic and fecundity of research is admirable. I invite decorously our Honorable Dean to come and squat on the dais. I verily privileged to have the pleasant task of welcoming the distinguished chief guest, Professor Mallai Garu, LC Mallai Garu, to come and squat on the dais, sir. Really, you have come here to divulge his pungent knowledge and share his indoctrinations on the eve of the national seminar. Welcome, sir. Kindly come and impend on the dais. Now, I would like to assess this to our beloved principal.
Before starting of this program, Pavani, Gautami, Shravani and Jeevana sing a prayer song.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
Now I request the guests to proceed to the lighting of the lamp, please.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः. शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः. शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते. दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते. दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः. दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः. दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते. शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः. शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः. शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Respected guests on the dais, Professor L.K. Mohan Rao garu, Administrative Officer, Academic Advisor, Siddhartha Academy of General and Technical Education, Professor Rajesh C. Jampala garu, Dean, Academics, and Chief guest of today's function, Professor L.C. Mallai garu, Department of Economics, University of Hyderabad, and colleagues, students, good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome you all to this inaugural session of 2 days National Conference on Innovations in Agriculture and Rural Development. So, the gathering brings the researchers, students, and scholars, and I hope that all these discussions will explore and implement innovative solutions to the problems of agriculture and rural prosperity. Indeed, I am from a agricultural background. I know the problems in the agriculture and also the rural areas. Mahatma Gandhi says, the soul of India lives in its villages. India is full of villages, and many people live in the villages, rural areas particularly. And these rural areas cater to the needs of the urban areas also, you know very well. The true India is not in its cities, but in its villages. This is also quote by the Mahatma Gandhi. So, the development of the rural areas is very important nowadays. Not nowadays, all the ways. It is very, very important. The strengthening of the rural areas, the financial conditions of the rural people, and agriculture productivity. These are all very important tasks before us, you know very well. Agriculture doesn't mean that it's only livelihood. It plays very important role in our economy because of more people depend on the agriculture sector, you know very well. Number of people, more than 50% of people depend on the agriculture sector, you know all those things. It faces, though it is very important in the Indian economy, it faces numerous challenges, just like including of climate change, resource depletion, declining of soil fertility, and growing demand for the food due to increasing global population. So these are all the various challenges before us. All these challenges are to be addressed. That is with the object of such thing. This two-day seminar is being conducted here. Today, we are witnessing a new era of transformation of agriculture, so to some extent, which is driven by the technological advance and also groundbreaking research. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and sustainable agro practices are reshaping the way we are cultivating the farms or agriculture in the country. So, the future of the nations with the grain, not guns. The future of any country, the future belongs to the nations which produce more grains but not more guns. It is the quotation given by the M.S. Swaminathan. So that much of importance is there. But nowadays, these countries are giving utmost importance to the other areas and sheer negligence to the agriculture sector. And also, rural development is also very important as agricultural sector. So not only the development of the agriculture, at the same time, we have to develop the rural areas. And that means the socio-economic growth of all communities, access to the education, financial inclusion, digital connectivity, like this type of things. All those things are to be within the reach of the rural areas. Rural people should be accessible to all those things. Then only the financial inclusivity they can obtain all those things. So government research institutions and private research enterprises must work towards this goal to reach this type of the goal in the country or in the world also. Policy frameworks that promote the investment in agriculture research, support small farmers, and encouraging of such sustainable practices will be the crucial in this area, in this journey automatically. So furthermore, empowering youth and women in agriculture through training and entrepreneurship programs will be the vital to ensuring inclusive and holistic rural development. So these concepts, today's this national seminar, Innovations in Agriculture, is being launched today. And there is no alternative to agriculture and rural development for ensuring food security and sustainable livelihoods. There is not at all. Alternatives are not there. There is no substitutes for this one. Agriculture sector is to be developed, and moreover, food security and sustainable growths are required. So, to embark of this conference, let us engage in meaningful discussions, exchanging of value insights that will lead to the tangible outcomes. The future of agriculture lies in our ability to embrace innovation and adapt to the evolving changes in the sector. So I extend the best wishes to all the participants and look forward to the informative ideas that will emerge from this gathering. Let us innovate, collaborate, and cultivate future where agriculture thrives and rural communities flourish. If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have the chance to get right in the country. This is also given by the MS Swaminathan. So all of you, whatever may be, it may be developed economy or developing economy, whatever the nature of the economy or type of the economy, every economy should give the importance to the agricultural sector and also the rural development. That is the importance here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I hope definitely the researchers and the paper presenters will give some type of the solutions or clues like this at the end of this session. Thank you very much. Now I request Dr. C.H. Rohini Kusuma to explain the outlines of this seminar.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear esteemed faculty members and my dear students, I welcome all of you, all the lecturers who came across the AP and Telangana to participate in this event. Now I would like to give a brief outline of the today's national seminar, which is going to be started from today and it will continue up to tomorrow. Farming innovation is a vanguard of rural development. It provides light of hope for product increase, food security, and promotion of sustainable farming practices. This comprehensive investigation digs into the several ways in which agriculture innovations may promote revolutionary changes in rural areas where a sizable portion of world's population depends on who are marked by higher levels of poverty and limited access to the resources. At this core, agriculture innovation is the introduction and implementation of new ideas, technology, and practices, which aimed at increasing agriculture productivity and sustainability. This seminar encompasses a wide range of innovations like HYVP crops, precision farming, biotechnology, agricultural information and communication technology, enhanced irrigation technologies, sustainable farming practices, etc. Adoption of these advanced practices, which has the potential to boost up crop yields, reduce environmental degradation, and increase resistance to climate changes, which are critical for rural communities' sustainable development. One of the key effects of agriculture innovation is increasing economic growth in rural areas. By enhancing agricultural production, innovation can boost farmers' income and provide new job opportunities and possibilities in agriculture and adjacent industries, that is agro-based industries. This economic upliftment can help to eliminate rural poverty, promote more balanced and inclusive economic growth. Furthermore, agriculture innovations can encourage rural market growth, strengthen supply chains, and increase rural producers' access to the global market. Agriculture innovation is crucial for food security and nutrition. Innovative agriculture approaches can assist meet rising food demand in sustainable way by increasing food production efficiency and its output. This is especially critical in the light of growing global population and the mounting problems posed by climate changes. Improved crop types, better pest and disease control, and effective resource use are some of the improvements that can help to ensure a stable and adequate food supply. So I would like to give a brief in outline of this seminar, why this seminar was conducted and what are the papers that are going to be presented in these 2 days. Thank you for this opportunity, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Now I request Professor L.K. Mohan Rao garu to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Good morning to all of you. dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Ramesh, principal of the college, Dr. Rajesh, dean of the college, Professor Malaya, Department of Economics, University of Hyderabad, my good friend Satyanarayana, Ramakrishna Prasad, Karimullah and others who are the members of Andhra Pradesh Economic Association as well as Indian Economic Association. So the topic itself is interesting, innovations in agriculture. What type of innovations we can bring? As social scientists, we cannot get any scientific innovations, but there are number of social innovations which can be adopted to boost of agriculture production in this country. I will cite a few examples because in recent times I am not reading any journals or any books for the past 15 years, since 2013 to be specific. But of course, through newspapers or by attending conferences or some of the seminars, I come across some new ideas which can revolutionize agriculture. Recently, I read in a newspaper about a farmer in East Godavari district. He had only 1.2 acres of land. By cultivating paddy and all that, he is getting 30,000 or 35,000 rupees per acre. He got an idea and approached the agriculture department. They supported him. What he did on his own, he developed a trench around his farm, and in that he is growing fish culture. On the bunds, he is growing vegetables. So, and in the farm, he is practicing organic farming. Everybody knows that if we adopt organic farmer for the first 2 years, the farmer will incur loss. Only in the third year, he will get break even, and from the fourth year onwards, he will get profits. That is the number of studies show that. What is it? Whatever the loss he occurred, he can eat the fishy culture as well as the vegetables. It combined it in the first 2 years, and from the third year onwards is getting profits. So that is why some of the neighboring farmers emulated him. They are getting good income. That is a innovation. And few years back, I went to Muzaffarpur in Bihar. There my friends introduced me to a farmer. I think that he was a farmer, but when I heard he was a computer science graduate. He did his B.Tech from an NIT in Bihar or UP or some place. After that, he resorted to cultivation. First, he took on lease for 5 acres of land, and he started growing some the native crop, and what he did is he exported it. By the third year, he expanded his farm to 50 acres and is getting abnormal profits. Not only that, he is helping the neighboring farmers also. Whatever the new development that are taking place and what are the export possibilities of the crops. And every year he is rotating it. Every year or 2 years or 3 years. He is examining the domestic market as well as the international market. Basing on that, he is growing these crops. So that is also essential. That is a social scientist can do. So if we can cite this type of examples, number of examples are there. Suppose take Krishna district. Once East Krishna is famous for sugarcane cultivation. What is the present fate? The farmers are not interested to grow sugarcane. They know that they may get profits, but why? Because of the labor shortage. Mechanization is there in paddy and other crops, but sugarcane for cutting is a major problem. For that, machines are developed, but they are not suitable for the land in this area. So whatever the innovations or the technology developed, it should suit the land of the particular area. Then only the farmers can adopt it. Otherwise, what will happen in a few years? We may not find sugarcane cultivation in this part. But if we go to Maharashtra or UP, sugarcane is one of the major crop, and there are number of sugar factories, and on the sugar cooperative they are starting. running number of educational institutions. But here is not once KCP, we all know about it. It's a very good company, but now almost they are not in a position to finance any activity if we approach them. So such type of innovations or such type, and here the cultural practices are also important. So for that, if I remember well, I think in 1976, I read an article in Rural Sociology. That article was written by a sociologist who adopted farming after superannuation. He had 100 acres of land. He applied all the modern technology, tractors and all the machines and cultivated that land. And in that area, the crop name was alfalfa. That is what it was written in that article. He grown that crop. Adjacent to his farm, another farmer is going. He's an old man, a native person. He's cultivating only 15 acres of land. He has 50 acres of land, but he is cultivating only 15 acres. And he is tilling that land with horses. Yeah, like bullocks here in USA, horsepower is they use horses for tilling. That is what it was written in that article. So the sociologist turned farmer, he laughed at him. I'm using all these machines. Why you are using? How can you cultivate this land with this, all this? So after 6 months the crop came. The sociologist farmer, the yield is very low. He didn't get his expenditure also. While on the other hand, the native farmer who cultivated with horses and traditional methods, he got a bumper crop. Then, with surprise, the sociologist asked him, why I used all the modern techniques and all that, you use the primitive techniques, how you get it? Then the farmer replied to him, here you are using heavy machines. By using heavy machines, the soil will become hardened and the roots will not penetrate much into the field. I am using this horsepower. As a result, that by tilling the land, it will go deeper and the roots will go deeper, and I got a good profit. So what finally told, yes, we can use machinery, but not continuously. If we continuously use machinery, automatically the fertility will decline and the soil condition will also decline. That is what he told. So these are some of the things, and as a social scientists, if we read these ideas or practices, and if we educate the farmers, definitely farmers, they are the better judges and they know more than the so-called agricultural scientists. In that also I cite an example. During 1981 to 85, we conducted a survey in Nagarjunasagar command area continuously for 4 years. So while doing the field work, we visited a village, and while collecting the data, one of the farmer asked me, what purpose you are collecting? We told him that there is a localization problem, and the Minister of Agriculture, Government of India asked them to conduct this survey. We are doing it. Is it sufficient, or are you going to give any advice? We do not know any about the scientific practices. And then he told me, my son was agricultural science graduate. He did AG BSc and he is pursuing AG MSc at Hyderabad. Once he came to my field, I am spraying pesticides. Then he said, no, father, you should not spray from top, you should spray it from the bottom, then only the pest will be killed. So with the advice of the farmer, his son, the farmer, did it. By third day, the entire crop damaged. So he told me that you may study well and don't give advice, and freely. This is my better experience. So we told him, sir, our purpose is to how best we can relocalize the land, because at that there are some problems. Yeah, the upper reaches they are getting good water, and the lower reaches they are not getting water. On that basis, Minister of Agriculture gave a project and we did it. So our purpose is that, basing on that, we'll give suggestions. సో అదే చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే ఉచిత సలహాలు కూడా ఎప్పుడు మనం ఇవ్వకూడదు. అండ్ దే నో బెటర్ దాన్ అస్, ఈవెన్ దే నో బెటర్ దాన్ ద సో కాల్డ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ సైంటిస్ట్స్. సో విత్ ఆల్ దిస్ ఐ హోప్ దట్, అండ్ రిగార్డింగ్ రూరల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఆల్సో, whatever it may be, for the development of rural activities, rural allied activities, definitely some type of technological developments, adoption of the technologies are essential. Yes, whether it is weavers or potters or whoever it may be, then only their productivity will increase. So that type of appropriate technology should be developed. The best example is Israel. We know all about Israel. It is a desert land. Water is less. Whatever the available water through monsoon or whatever it may be, with the limited water, they are making wonders in agriculture. So such type of wonders are essential in a country like us. Then only the productivity will increase, and we will achieve the so-called Government of India's objective of doubling farmer income. Of course, they told that by 2030 or so, we should double the farmer. It is not possible right now. At least for the another 10 years it may take, if we adopt the appropriate practices. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for making us understand by giving live examples or practical examples. Now I request Professor Rajesh C. Jampala, Dean Academics, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. So I welcome you all to this two-day national seminar. I deem it an honor to associate with this particular event. As we are celebrating the 50 years of our existence, this college is celebrating Golden Jubilee this year. As a part of Golden Jubilee celebrations, we are conducting seminars, workshops, and many more academic activities. On this occasion, the Department of Economics has rightly chosen a topic, and the topic is very, very loaded in the sense like agriculture and rural development. It's very massive in size, in the dimension, in the scope. Because as it was earlier mentioned by our principal, the quotations of Mahatma Gandhi, the future of India lies in villages, and agriculture and rural development you cannot separate. But the topic, the seminar topic is talking about innovations. Our Professor L.K. Mohanor has given a lot of insights about innovative practices, especially the social innovations role in this area. At the same time, he has also highlighted about the native intelligence of a farmer that we should not lose track of. The modern technology coupled with the native intelligence of the farmers, the practitioners, these two can create wonders. As India is talking about a developed economy and the future leader of the world, Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-sufficiency, these are the words we are extensively listening nowadays. By 2047, if India has to stand its own and make its mark, the food self-sufficiency is the must. In order to have the food self-sufficiency, we should not, indirectly, we should not depend for food on any other country. But as we have seen in the last few months and years, the world is once again becoming restrictive. Exports and imports are restricted. Today, the goods and services are taxed at a very high percentage by different countries. Even though we are talking about World Trade Organization is talking about global trade, still now the countries are restricting the other countries not to export to those countries. So in that sense, we are moving back to deglobalization situation. And just imagine a situation where food should not be transferred from one country to other country. If famines or any other floods or natural calamities affects one country, how these people will get the food? So on this particular occasion, this seminar, I hope, strongly believe, it creates a platform for discussion and ideas which will help the India, especially the most populous country today. More than 145 crore people has to be fed with the food every day. And villages also we have more in number, like 6,60,000 approximately. So all these villages, if they should become self-sufficient, as the vision of Mahatma Gandhi's Gram Swaraj, but now we are talking about smart villages. So in this context, both are related. The smart village should have the data and should have the knowledge to encapsulate the native intelligence of the farmers, as well as the traditional farming methods must be put into the forth. So on this happy occasion, I should also remember the great leaders in the field of agriculture. As it was mentioned already by Swaminathan, for example, the Green Revolution and the White Revolution headed by Varghese Kurian, and nowadays a Blue Revolution, the farming of fish and other allied products. So these three are very important. On this particular occasion, I should also mention about the importance of economics in every person's life. Economics we consider the father and mother of all the social sciences. As the resources are always scarce and means to achieve them is very limited. So on this, everybody should understand how to balance, because needs and wants are unsatiable, and one need satisfies, other need emerges. And today, the definition of needs and wants are also changing. Earlier, we used to talk about roti, kapda or makan. Food, shelter and clothing are the basic needs. But later on, politicians given another dimension, bijli, sadak, pani. But today, youngsters need what? Wi-Fi, OTT, Zomatos, Swiggies. So needs and wants are continuously changing, but the resources are becoming scarce. So that's why you should study economics. If you are good at managing your resources well, you can create wealth. So on this happy occasion, I congratulate the Department of Economics for choosing this particular topic and inviting experts to share their wealth of knowledge with all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh Garu. Now, introduction to the chief guest by M. Lakshmi.
Good morning to everyone. It is my privilege to stand before you today and share a remarkable journey of truly inspiring individual, Professor Lakkineni Chinay Mallai Garu. Mallai Garu was born in 1968. He completed his MA, MBA, MPhil and PhD in economics from University of Hyderabad. He pursued PhD with UG Grant of Junior Research Fellowship and Senior Research Fellowship in 1995 and 1997. A few about his experience in his career. Mallai Garu started his career in teaching as a head Department of Economics in B.R. Ambedkar Central University of Lucknow. He became a head and academic dean in B.R. Ambedkar University of Social and Sciences. He is the founder, director, Center of Personality Development, BAU since 2013. He is the president of the Society of Ambedkar Economics in Delhi and vice president of the Indian Society of Agriculture Marketing and also a president in Indian Associate of Law and Economics. He worked as a professor of economics, Department of Economics, B.R. Ambedkar Central University in Lucknow, and also worked in associate professor in economics in Central University of Karnataka in 2019. Present, he is working as a professor of economics in University of Hyderabad. He has done extensive research on various topics such as farming system, industrial development, employment, labor, and Ambedkar economics. And he also done a project of World Bank and submitted a policy report to World Bank in 2001. He is an author for 7 books including Globalization, Dalit in 2009, Dalits and Human Development in 2018. He also wrote many research papers that are published in UGC Career List and various journals. A few about his research papers: farming system in Uttar Pradesh, problems of access to education, empowerment of women through MG Narega. A few research papers are he published 30 papers and delivered 10 seminars in various national and international universities, including